Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Jonathan Swift and reason. And we're going to do this because there's a quote of his that is very popular right now because it suits the times and it allows people a shield. And we're going to talk about that because somebody sent me a message saying, hey, I see a lot of Jonathan Swift in your work. I'm just wondering how you can justify ignoring his number one rule, which is it is useless to attempt to reason a man out of a thing he was never reasoned into. Meaning that if somebody is believing something without reason, they didn't put any thought into it to begin with, they didn't apply logic in the beginning, you can't get them out of it with reason and logic. Okay, so how do I justify not going by this rule? It's wrong. It's that simple. I don't believe that. I don't believe it's true. He engaged in a lot of biting humor, and this was probably more of a statement that indicated that he believed that fiction can get to truth, which is something I believe. But the idea that reason and facts can't counteract blind belief, well, that's just not true. In fact, I'm fairly certain there are a lot of things you may have believed as a kid that you don't believe now because you applied reason to them. I think that this is a popular quote right now because it is so hard to reason with certain demographics in the United States right now. And you could throw this up as a shield and just say, yeah, you know what? There's no point in even trying. I don't believe that. There's no evidence to suggest that that's true. People can be reasoned with. Most, not all. Sure, there are some that are just stubborn and they will never let go of an unreasonable belief. But I would say that for most people, they can be reached with reason. You just have to find the right combination of reason and fact and truth and maybe a little fiction to throw in there to get the point across. Historically, that's been proven to be true. Anybody who has ever had a phobia that they lost can say that reason can get you out of a belief you weren't reasoned into. And if you have any doubt about whether or not this quote is accurate, whether or not this rule is something that should be applied, if suddenly you're like, well, okay, maybe it's not true, you are evidence that you can be reasoned out of a position you were never reasoned into. Because you heard the quote, it made sense, you applied it, you used it, and now you're doubting it through the application of reason. It's hard when you're talking about certain demographics in the United States right now, no doubt. And it can be frustrating. But we have to try. We don't have an option because we're not going to get them out of their position by appealing to their unreasonable nature, because that's just going to drive them further into salad dressing or whatever. So anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.